forces that for the past 4 years stood against one another. This manifests that when facing crisis, jeopardizing national unity and sovereignty and territorial integrity, despite having the past bitter enmity and experiences, Afghans will unite against foreign conspiracies. The agreement reached on October 10, 1996 in Mazar-e-Sharif and on October 11, 1996 in Khinjan reminds us about the aspirations of national unity, which the Afghans have exhibited throughout history, including against foreign invaders, among them British Empire and the Red Army. The latest agreement considers two major points. One, the establishment of the Supreme Council of Transitional State, headed by Professor Burhanuddin Rabbani, which is to be broadened and includes General Abdul Rashid Dostum, Commander Ahmad Shah Massoud, Mr. Karim Khalili, and General Ismail Khan. Two, the Supreme Military Council for the Defense of Afghanistan, which so far includes the following personalities: Commander Ahmad Shah Massoud, General Abdul Rashid Dostum, Pir Said Ahmad Gilani, and Mr. Karim Khalili, and General Ismail Khan. Of course, under the presidency and the chairmanship of President Rabbani. Mr. President, the Supreme Military Council for the Defense of Afghanistan, while having the ability to enter and liberate the capital city of Kabul, is avoiding entering the city in order to prevent civilian casualties and further destruction of the capital, declares the following: the Islamic State of Afghanistan would observe an immediate ceasefire under the following conditions. One, the Taliban armed forces must evacuate the capital immediately. Two, their heavy weapons must be withdrawn to a distance further than the range of their heavy artillery. Three, Kabul must be recognized as a demilitarized zone. Four, a police force should be formed under the supervision of the United Nations and of Organization of Islamic Conference to ensure the security of Kabul. And five, the negotiations should start to pave the way for the formation of an interim government of national unity in the capital city of Kabul. Mr. President, the Islamic State of Afghanistan, while presenting the above-mentioned proposal, demands the Security Council to exert necessary international pressure on Taliban to accept and agree on this proposal. If the Taliban continue to insist that they are the only force which usurped the power, endangered life in Kabul, and tortured and oppressed the civilians, the armed forces of the Islamic State of Afghanistan will resort to action to end this catastrophic situation in Kabul, should there be no other alternative. Mr. President, distinguished members of the Council, we are moving closer to the end of the 20th century. The Afghan nation, against the background of what it has experienced, is increasingly bound to ask itself some of the deepest, most fundamental, and far-reaching questions ever. What is the meaning of life and of all the sacrifices it has offered and grievances it has endured? Where will it be going? How can the community of nations manage this wonderfully rich, life-teeming planet in peace, justice, and happiness for all if Afghans are part of this all? Mr. President, may you all be inspired by the image of a soldier painted by the artist as a symbol on the mural of the Security Council's chamber just in front of us. A soldier depositing his arm, taking off his helmet, and wanting to walk straight into the Security Council. Yes, the artist, like Mahatma Gandhi, Franklin Roosevelt, Simon Bolivar, and Olof Palme, had the right view and knew the right path. The road to peace goes through security. It represents the thirst of the Afghan nation to follow the path to peace. We come to this council and pledge our resoluteness to forget what happened in the past, to work together for building our shattered common house. If you pledge to give voice to the anxiety of our suffering people and halt the outside interference and intervention. And I thank you, Mr. President.